Teachers, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Google Meet to record a lesson that you would give with being able to share your screen in the recording for your students to have a learning experience from their teacher. What you will need to do is navigate to Google Chrome and open a new tab and type in meet.google.com. Once here, you'll simply just click Join or Start Meeting. You can enter a name for this, so you could say, Mr. Smith Science, and then just click Continue. Once you click Join, you'll see this screen. You might have a couple pop-ups that want you to allow the camera and the microphone on your device. If you're on a laptop, it's pretty simple. It'll prompt you through that. If you're on a desktop device, you might not have a camera, and that's okay. You don't necessarily have to have yourself recorded for students for a learning experience, because we're going to be able to share our screens. But you will have to find a way to do your audio. So make sure when it prompts you to do audio that you have some kind of microphone connected to your device if it is not a laptop. One suggestion for that would be to find some headphones that look like this here. These come with a lot of cell phones. They have an inline microphone, probably in your drawers. This is a great tool to use for this. Or you can go steal your kids' headsets off their gaming systems. But if you share your camera, you might look a little silly doing that. But you do need a microphone so that you can at least share your audio. You will have to allow it inside of Google, and it'll prompt you to select what microphone or what camera if you have multiple. Once you have that set up, you would just say Join Now. And this gives you your information for your meeting. So you don't really need any of this information, especially if you're just doing a recording. You're not having anybody join you. Now, if you wanted to have maybe your whole team of teachers come on and collaborate through the lesson that you're giving, you could share this with that team and you can give them that information. Everybody can join, you can record it, and then you can share it later. Again, what I'm showing you is really just how to record yourself giving a lecture or content or resources to students and posting it for them to view later. So once you're here, you can just close out of this. Down here, you have a couple buttons. So you have your camera button, you have your microphone, and then a Hangout button. If you click this camera button, it's just going to get rid of your camera option. If you click here, it's just going to mute yourself. Probably not something that you want to do. But if you don't want your camera on, you can do this before you start recording, so you don't have your camera on. You would then say present now. What this is going to do is it's going to present your entire screen. No matter where you navigate to will be recorded in this video for your students. You would go ahead and select entire screen. Click on the screen, say share, and now your screen is being shared in this presentation. Obviously, right now it's the exact screen here. So when we navigate to the lesson, that will become a little bit more meaningful. This little window that says is sharing your screen, just want to hide that there. All right, so now that we're presenting and we're sharing in our screen, we click these three dots here and we want to click on record meeting. This is going to record this so that we can share it out in Canvas or any other way of sharing content that you choose for students or parents to watch this and utilize your recording later. So once you click this, it says ask for consent. Recording media without consent for all participants is illegal. You don't have any other participants in here. You're using this to record your screen and share that with your students. So you can go ahead and accept this because no one else is in here. It says recording will start soon. That it was processing. Once this turns red, you are actually recording at this time, and that will be in the video. So once that turns red, you want to get right into it. Once I click over on my lesson, I can come to my lesson. I can click present if it's in a Google slide, and then it's recording everything I'm saying. It's recording every keystroke, everything that I'm doing on my screen. One thing you can do inside of Google Slides is really neat. Is you can come here and turn on the captions. This allows you to have your audio be captioned out on the bottom and typed out for anybody that might not have a pair of headphones or might not be able to hear as well through the headphones that they might have. As you can see, it does a really good job at taking my words and typing them out on the bottom. Like I said, if your lesson is not in PowerPoint, that's no problem. You could hop over to anything, to any resource, any website, anything in Canvas. You could even show a video and pause the video and teach through that pausing of the video. Once you have completed your session, you would just simply come over here and click the Hang Up button. And Google likes to know how they did, so you can just say very good. And it just takes you back to this meeting time here. But because I told it to record it for me, it's going to do two things. It's going to send me an email with a link to the recording in Google Drive, and it's also going to put a folder inside of my Google Drive called Meet Recordings. The rendering time for it to come through in your Google Drive and email all depends on the length of the video. The video is very long. It's going to take a long time for that to load and to come over here, so be patient. Once it's ready, you'll see this Meet Recordings. When you click and open that, you'll see you have whichever ones that you have recorded. The name of the video is whichever the extension was past that Google Meets link, or you can just watch it and see which one it is. Once you know the one that you want to use, you would simply just right-click on the video. You would then say Get Shareable Link, and this is how we're going to get it to our students. So once you right-click on the video and say Get Shareable Link, it's going to default to anyone at Broken Arrow Public Schools can view. So you can just highlight this, you could take this link, copy it, paste it into Canvas, and students that are signed into their Google account will be able to see it. The concern with that is if parents are trying to view this or kids are on personal devices and aren't signed in, you might just have to service that support and say, hey, you need to be signed in. They're going to contact you and say they don't have access. So one thing you can do is go into the sharing settings. You can go to this little drop down that says anyone at Broken Arrow Public Schools can view. You can then go to more and you can say anyone with a link. This is basically if they have the link, they're going to be able to view it. And that gets rid of some of the troubleshooting that you might have come across for the end users viewing the content. Once you save that, you would just come to copy link, and then you would navigate to your Canvas account. Say that this is week 2 in March, and you have them listed by day, and say that this is your lesson for Tuesday. You could just pop down into the lesson for Tuesday. You can say watch lesson. You can highlight that guy, click the link here, the little chain link, paste this in. I right-click paste or Control V to paste. And remember, I pulled that link from here and I copied the link. And once it's there, you would just say insert, and there it is. Once I hit save, my students would be able to see this. When they clicked on that, they'd be able to watch and interact with my lesson. Another option would be come into your calendar, post it as an event. If you use Canvas, that should be familiar to you by clicking on a day, typing in your Canvas course, going to more options and putting that link in there. Google Meet is the quickest and easiest way to do a screen recording and share it to your students through Canvas or any other means of sharing content. I hope you have found it valuable. Please reach out to successteam@baschools.org if you have any questions, and have a great day.